Hello. In the previous video, you saw an example of an evangelist sharing those two primary questions with a prospect. And as I mentioned previously, and as you saw, the prospect was not a Muslim man, and he was receiving. The prospect was not trying to convert the evangelist. The prospect was not resisting and not even combative. So that is an example that you can review to just see how those two questions are used. To give you a little bit background, there was this great man of God named Dr. Kennedy about 100 years ago, somewhere in the southern portion of the United States, that he was evangelizing and he was doing his works of ministry, and uh, he came up with this a methodology that you can wake up these spiritual concerns in people's minds by asking them these two questions. And based on that methodology and that practice, there is uh, an educational institute, a Christian educational institute, if you will, has been created called Evangelism Explosion, or EEEE. You can look it up online if you like. I encourage you to do so, actually. And you can search the internet for that different videos of examples of how evangelists reach out to the world to wake up these spiritual questions and concerns in their hearts. And then you can also watch and observe how the evangelist is prayerful, passive, and they're not pushy, and how they are basically going through the talking points on these two questions. I haven't had the chance. I have been really trying and working hard to videotape one of these exchanges between me and a Muslim prospect, so I can video it and I can post it on our channel for this training purposes. But as you can imagine, so far it has not been possible. And there are some subjects that I have discussed. There are some issues with it that I've discussed in the prior videos. There are more videos forthcoming about this that I will explain why and how complicated this can be. Is it impossible for God? Absolutely not. There are thousands and thousands of Muslims that, by the grace of God, through God's providence, somehow they come to, when I say somehow, it's not accidental. God does that in his own mighty way. And they come to Christ and they become followers of Christ. You can find them online. You are looking at one of them right now. If you go back to the first video we posted on this channel, you can listen to how God changed the trajectory of my life. So it's very easily possible with God. But right now, as of now, I have not been able to make exact videos of my interaction with my Muslim prospects. I hope you will go back to the previous video of those two questions and watch that. I hope you will continue on your own time looking into evangelism explosion and how they are building that methodology on the two questions. Those two questions are basically the story of the gospel, the most basic tenets of Christian faith that are now just being adapted into a conversational format, so you can start broaching the subject with your prospects. So I have used them in Farsi, and I have used them in Arabic. I have seen them used in Spanish and Russian, Ukrainian, Polish. So it's not limited to any language. It's all upon you to work on it prayerfully and become versed on it in your own local language and dialect. Well, the good thing about it is that you can use a mobile phone and just video yourself going through these two questions. You can just sit on your couch or somewhere in your car or in a chair somewhere and start addressing a hypothetical prospect and video yourself, and then go back and watch it, and then improve your approach. I will see you in the next video.